Hello, this is Mortgage Paul. I'm sitting down with Bill Freeze. He's the president of the Utah County Association of Realtors, and we're in his office here in Orem, Utah. Bill, can you tell me a bit about why someone would want to use a real estate agent in their transaction?
Sure. First of all, Paul, it's good to be with you. I've enjoyed our association over the years. And as president of our association and as a realtor of 15 years, I can tell you I think it's vitally important in today's market or any market in the future to use a professional realtor. Three areas that we feel like are very important are valuation, determining price, number two, disclosure, and finally an area that isn't talked about too much but we feel like is very important, and that's family safety. When we talk about pricing, we feel like it's very important to use a realtor because our realtors here in Utah County have access to utahrealestate.com to actually determine correct pricing through a comparative market analysis. Here in Utah, we are what's called a non-disclosure state, meaning the only people that really have accurate data in terms of sold pricing are our realtors. Some of the so-called other real estate sites, Zillow, Trulia, are mere estimates, and we find that often they're way off in terms of their pricing. Along with pricing, what realtors bring to the table is the ability to work with clients and make sure that they are properly qualified with professional lenders. We call that the ability to perform. The other factor that's very important is timing. And professional realtors are able to see what the time frame is that people are going to sell their home, buy their home, and make that transition. So they're able to help completely in terms of the pricing of a home. The second item that I mentioned earlier is disclosure. And in our...
So, disclosure, Bill, disclosure. So if I'm selling a car or a pair of shoes or something else to someone, in a random my property, I usually just say, here it is, as is. Why are you saying there's disclosure in real estate? Isn't just that personal property?
What we're talking about in terms of disclosure are the ability to fill out the forms concerning lead-based paint, possible mold issues, radons becoming a new factor, to check on building code issues. And so the professional realtor comes in and really is able to protect his client when selling a home to make sure that all the I's are dotted and all the T's are crossed.
So, Bill, in terms of disclosure, if disclosure is not done right, you saying there's liability involved? If
there's liability, there's exposure, and of course, realtors are trained and go through classes to know the proper forms to fill out, and most importantly, they're insured against any type of improper disclosure. So, in our litigious society today, I would advise anyone who is selling property to use a professional realtor in the transaction.
Okay, Bill, you had mentioned three things. You said determining price, disclosures, and the last one you said is home or family safety?
Family safety is an important issue. When you're working with a professional realtor, anyone that they bring into your home has been fully screened, and they also are fully qualified. They have the ability to perform. Also, when a realtor brings in a client into their home, they stay with that person throughout the entire showing, make sure the property is properly secured or locked afterwards, and then give the listing agent great feedback on what can be done to improve the property if that particular buyer is not interested. So the complete package, realtors bring expertise, knowledge, and protection to home sellers and home buyers, and we feel like that's very, very important.
Bill, what about in the terms of negotiations? Do realtors bring an expertise to that?
We find that on a national basis, 90% of all homes today are sold with realtors. And the 10% that aren't are the FSBO or for sale by owners. When studies have been done, typically those people settled for less money or got less money out of the transaction without even having to pay a commission. So realtors bring a real knack, a real knowledge, real experience to the negotiation process. And it takes the hassle, it takes the pressure off people who are either trying to sell their home or buy the house.
Okay. Bill, thanks for meeting with me today. I appreciate your time. And this is Mortgage Paul, sitting in with Bill Freeze, going over what realtors bring to the table in the real estate transaction. Thanks.